Hello, I've owned my Tesla 33 months now, and I've driven 21,000 miles, including Wales, England, Scotland, Orkney, Spain and Portugal. And I'd like to share my cost with you compared to the Audi A3 I owned before the Tesla. I'm going to include the price of Tesla superchargers, charging at home, repairs, servicing, insurance, compared to diesel for the Audi A3. Hello folks, I'm Nigel. Thanks for joining me today. I do hope you can subscribe and like, and please leave any comments down below. Well, I charge at home at night at the Octopus Energy 9p kilowatt rate from 12:30 to 4:30, which is just ideal for my needs. I only use a 3-pin plug as I don't use my Tesla every day. If I was driving 200 miles a day, like when I was a rep, I would certainly invest in a home charger. It would be a good investment, and the kilowatt price would be reduced to 7.5p. And you get longer, and you can choose the charging times with Octopus Energy. When I first had my Tesla, the nighttime Octopus rate was only 5p a kilowatt hour, but like petrol and diesel, prices have gone up and down over the years. Some people use a 3-pin plug in the UK and you get 10 miles an hour. So without a home charger, between 6 p.m. at night till 8 a.m. in the morning, you can get in the region of 140 miles charge. It really does depend on your circumstances and what's best for you. So in the 33 months I've had my Tesla, electricity prices have varied, and so have Tesla superchargers, petrol and diesel prices. I have never used the ridiculous prices of the oil and legacy automakers' public chargers because their prices are quite ridiculous. Now, having a Tesla means you have their superchargers which cover almost everywhere. Now, I did go to the east coast of Scotland with Jennifer, my wife, where they're not quite as many. So I did get a Charge Place Scotland card whose prices are even less than Tesla. They're not quite as fast. But Tesla superchargers are normally used on a long road trip and Charge Place Scotland, mostly overnight, and some were free. Also, lots of Airbnb gave free charging if I asked in Wales, Scotland, Spain and Portugal. I always offered money and it was normally refused. Also in Portugal, Tesla superchargers were much cheaper than in the UK. We got a Mayo card for the very cheap local charging in a holiday and residential area. In the UK, the price of Tesla superchargers vary depending on the time of day. At the quiet times are much cheaper, and I've heard of them as low as 20p a kilowatt hour, which is less than charging at home. That works out at 1/5 the cost of petrol for the average car. On average, the Tesla superchargers work out at half the price of petrol or diesel, and charging at home at night is between 1/10 and 1/8 the cost of diesel in the UK. 45% of my electric is Tesla superchargers, Mayo and Charge Place Scotland, and 55% is home charging. Electric charging has cost me £1,034 for the total 21,000 miles. The previous Audi A3 would have cost for the same mileage £3,114. So I've saved over £2,000 in fuel owning a Tesla Model 3. And that Audi had a stop-start function, so when you came to a halt, the engine turned off. So it was very economical. Well, Audi says it was. It claimed over 55 miles to a gallon, but I checked religiously and I never got more than 45, and I drove quite conservatively. Now, diesel went up in price during the 33 months, but it has since come down close to the September 2021 number. But I'm taking the lower diesel cost, and I'm also not taking motorway services prices, which are much higher. I've got my numbers from the RAC website. Also, I've not included free charging over the period for the Tesla Model 3, and that's quite considerable. Now, some people would tell me I'm losing more on depreciation, except all cars depreciate, and I'm not selling mine. I've spent all my life buying used cars, and Tesla is my only new car I ever bought. apart from company cars, which I didn't pay for. If I was buying an EV for the first time, I would probably buy a used Tesla, depending on my budget, or maybe an MG or a Hyundai. There are still some Tesla Model S's you can buy with free supercharging, which seems a ridiculously great deal. Also, maybe a Model 3, round about the 15 to 20,000 pound mark. So I've had no servicing costs and only one repair, a dent, which cost £500 to repair, which was no dearer than any other car, no matter what some people say. No MOTs since owning the car. That's coming up later this year. Insurance was a bit dearer. 3 years cost £1,280 for 3 years. It's dearer than my Audi, but even the basic Tesla Model 3 is a performance car. 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds compared to 13 seconds for the Audi. So it's not comparing like with like. The Tesla is twice as good as the Audi A3. Overall, the cost of my Audi compared to my Tesla is £5,624 and the Tesla is £2,814. That's about half the price. So here's the total breakdown. Repairs for the Audi 800, Tesla 500. Servicing for the Audi 750, 0 the Tesla. MOT the Audi 350, 0 for the Tesla. Tax for the Audi 90, 0 for the Tesla. Insurance for the Audi 520, 1,280 for the Tesla. More, it's a much better car. Fuel for the Audi 3,114 and 1,034 for the Tesla. So in total, 5,624 for the Audi, 2,814 for the Tesla. I know most people don't want to look at lots and lots of figures, a spreadsheet and all that, but I can assure you I've done a lot of homework on this, trying to get the average prices for diesel, electric, superchargers, charging at home over the period of owning the vehicle for 33 months. But of course, what the costs don't show is the joy of driving a fantastic car. And I've been driving a long time, since being in the RAF in the 70s. The car is a delight to drive, and there are a number of people that sort of tell me this in the comments. If you don't believe me, look at the comments and you'll see the people that own the Teslas and the electric cars have great things to say, and the people that have the negative things to say don't have an electric vehicle. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you can subscribe and like. Please leave any comment below. Please drive safely and take care, and don't forget to take your reusable coffee mug wherever you go. Thanks a lot. Drive safely. Bye.